Well, good morning. It's a new day. It's Friday. And we've got something new for you. Something new for me. And I'm nervous as can be. Man, to be honest, I probably spent more time on the technical aspects, like my little custom overlay, and not on a script or anything. So it's gonna flow the way it's gonna flow, and that's what we're gonna get. So anyway, excuses galore. I had a couple comments about how you gonna do this, how you gonna do that, what's it gonna look like during this time and that time. We're gonna find out. Uh, we are going to do a Kingdom Death Monster campaign session 0 today. People of the Lantern, so that's the traditional core box campaign, but I'm throwing in some different monsters, some different nemesis monsters, beta content, a couple other things like that. I'm theming it because the way I like to run my campaigns, so all my names and things have a theme. This one's gonna be like horror slasher film. So four starting survivors are gonna be Ash from Evil Dead, Kevin, that's me, so I can use my Undying Lantern. He's from We Need to Talk About Kevin. We've got Carrie from, what film was that? Carrie. And Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. We've got other names like Freddy, Jason, Michael, Leatherface, Chucky. We've got Ripley, Clarice, Ginger, Annie, Mary, Sally, Barbara Grace. Oh. And the movies associated. I'll make sure you guys know which ones they are. And the settlement name, how about Santa Clara from vampire movies? Like vampire movies? All right. Honestly, I'm not sure what else to say. So I like to use these little dry erase boards instead of my paper character sheets. I'll update them post fights, but for the most part, during the showdowns and things, I'll be using these. And I also had lots of comments about why am I not integrating with Scribe. I like Scribe. I don't really have a lot of negative comments to Scribe. I think it's a real cool, feature or whatever. But I like to shuffle my cards. I like to play with my gear grids. I actually put my gear in these little 3x3 sleeves. And then during the showdown, I have this fun little overlay just to make sure viewers are able to see kind of what's going on. So if they come in the middle of a fight, we'll see that the Crimson Croc has, 6 out of 9. Kevin's about to go out, that kind of thing. So it is not tied to Scribe. It's not tied to any gear grids. Just a quick little web app database thing that I made up. Completely custom. Yes. The Croc is a Node 1, if we're using nodes yet. Really, Campaigns of Death will really flesh that out, hopefully. But yeah, Croc is the initial quarry monster in the Gambler's Chest expansion. Let's see, what else is there to go over before we start? Unless we just want to jump right in. Now, I'm not really using this as a tutorial. So if you're here to learn about the game. I'm probably not going to have 100% coverage. But if you have a question, shoot it on over. We're going to start. Can I move the crocky? Let's see if we can't put that. Oh, look at that. Parfait. Everybody like parfait. Okay, we're going to start out with the initial story. Once upon a time, there was a place of carved stone faces. A man with a lantern lay sleeping, a dreamless sleep. The man knew nothing. I read to my kids all the time, so if this seems very talking down to you, it's just habit. One day, the man woke up. He rubbed the dried ink caked over his eyes and opened them. Around him, he saw other people stirring, and beyond, a horizon of unbroken darkness. A woman approached the man with the lantern. Her soft hand reached out to him. They had no words. They were a mystery to each other. Suddenly, a monster emerged from the darkness, its eyes wild with hunger. It attacked! The people were no match for the monster. It tore their flesh and crushed their bones between its teeth. Some it devoured whole. Overcome with terror and grief, the man with the lantern collapsed to the ground. Cold stone noses pushed into his side. There was no escape. The man did not want to die. Desperately grasping at the cold stone faces, he felt a crack and tore at it with all his might. A piece of stone came free. It was sharp and deadly. The man with the lantern scrambled to his feet. His weapon clenched in his fist. He took a deep breath and roared into the darkness. Somewhere in the place of stone faces, nameless men and women stand together. They have nothing but a need to survive and a lantern to light their struggle. Right. Opening story. However, Monsieur the Croc and at that moment a monster appears from the darkness and devours the white line. Segue. All right. So, yep, setting up level 1 rock. Now, if you haven't played the game before, they set up a easy version of the monster for you to hit up first. I'll probably reset these guys. Kevin's not hurting so bad. There's the Croc. Whoop. So the monster only has so much health determined by how many cards are left. And they give you a little itty bitty hint on the first hit location. So you'll be able to kind of make a little 1-2 play punch here. All right. In this game, turn order is usually monster, and the survivors as a group, and then the monster, then the survivors, then the monster, survivors, and so on until one side expires. All right. Now they already tell you the monster's going to be doing this 21,000 Newton bite. And again, not necessarily here to teach, but to enjoy a very relaxed, calm, and stress-free environment. So we got pick target, threat with the most tokens. No tokens. All right. So threat with the most tokens, they all have the same. I'm just going to go straight at Elvira. Technically. All right. So it's move and synchronic attack. Now this monster, because I've played enough before and had plenty of game overs, I get some bonuses. So the monster gets a -1 movement token but a +1 damage token, and I get a extra dead survivor on the board. All right. So for 2 speed, now I do use, like I said, some like beta promo content. She's got the Dying Lantern. Gives her an extra evasion. So the monster's hitting on 3s or better, and with her it's 4s or better. That is 1 hit. To the chest. And she says, yeah, no. She'll go ahead and use her 1 survival to dodge. Why not? There's my thing here. I gotta make sure if I update it on the board, I update it on that little app thing so you guys can follow along. All right, so the monster doesn't do squat. Move it on. Because I know that the first hit location has a critical location, I think Carrie, who's really angry, is going to throw her stone. Founding stone action. Spend your act to sling the stone from anywhere. And if the location has a crit, it becomes a critical hit. So this one is your attack shatters a translucent scab covering the stone faces on the monster's back. Find the hit location sparkling up her back, which is coagulated. Set it aside. Reshuffle the hit location deck and place the card on top. Yeah, I might have staged that one. I already know where it is. Anyway, that is a wound. Take the top card of the AI deck off. Update your fancy smancy pants control panel. Oh yeah, forgot Elvira gets an insanity for being the monster controller and being targeted. You gotta call me out on this stuff, guys. Where were you on that one? Carrie's done, and she'll probably get the heck out of there in case he rolls left or right. Crocodiles do that. All right. Now, having played this before, of course, I know that coagulated things have critical hit locations. So guess what? Evan over here, he's going to activate. He's going to throw his stone. Same thing. Let's see if it has a crit location. Oh my gosh, it do. All right, so this one, critical wound. Your attack smashes through a layer of stone faces on the monster. It's hoarding on its back. 1 stone face bounces to the ground. Gain a founding stone starting gear and 1 survival. And we're already capped at 1, but he's going to get his founding stone back. And more importantly, the monster takes another wound. And now we have no idea what's going to happen next. All right. I think Ash. Gonna get in that flank. What do you think? We're gonna punchies with fists, or stab with the founding stone. We're gonna go founding stone first. That gets 1. Let's see what we get. Vasodilated, which means if we wound this one, it will turn into one of those coagulated hit locations. So monster, let's see, we get a failure reaction. So if we fail to wound, this will happen. The monster's plate of scabs grind and crack, spraying pungent ichor. Bleeding wounds pucker and sizzle, erupting with fresh pain. All adjacent survivors suffer brain damage equal to the number of bleed tokens. Oh, we don't care. Oh, we like that. That's plenty to wound. Somebody jinx me. That's starting real well, isn't it? All right, Elvira. Moving up. Same thing. Let's see, what I think this guy's a 6. And because of the multiple game overs, all my guys start out with an accuracy. So hits on 6s for her. So nope, just 1. Oh, c'est dommage. Thought we had 2. 1 hit location per hit. The pale underflesh. You hit a patch of soft flesh between hardened, translucent scabs. All right. She gets 1 strength for the founding stone. Toughness is 6. Oh, math is easy. That's a hit. Holy smokes. All right, so my guys are all done. So bad guy turn. Good luck. I'm counting on you. That's a tough one. It's the big one. I love how my green screen floats the repeat. Whipping and slamming. So repeat card. So it basically just stays on top until we hit it. So I'll place a token on the card. Move synchronic. It's gonna. Oh well, who's my target? So the targeting the closest survivor. We'll just make it. We'll make it Ash. Spin him around so that he's in the red dot, and everybody gets 1. Now he gets 2 because there's a token on it. 2 speed, hitting on 3s. He gets hit with 1. And there's 2 damage to the foot, which he will dodge. Bye-bye, Ash's survival. Well, I guess technically it's supposed to go to Elvira first. Where are you on that one? Elvira gets hit once. To the chest. She's going to have to take this one. That's a heavy. All right. And each one of them gets bleed 1 and knock back 5. Smash. Knockback is not knocked down, but bleed. You guys gonna have to let me know how that overlaid. Is it helping? Not helping. All right, but again, that whipping and slamming goes on top of the AI deck. All right. Good guy turn. Elvira is knocked down. Can't encourage yet. So somebody do something. Really was hoping to get those dead survivor corpses this turn, but Ash might have to grab that one. He will. How about first, Carrie? Be angry. She's gonna scream. All right, she's gonna punch it. And she got 1. I'll take it. What do we got here? We got wrinkled gums. On a failure reaction, the monster's lower jaw drops, long tongue undulating hypnotically. Turn the monster to face the attacker and move 3 spaces back. Attacker suffers flee, and they are not. Alright, well, let's just not fail. That'd be great. Fortunately, oh no, she's got 6. She got 6 or better. Some of them. Alright, just so you know, I do have a fun feature on the channel where if you spend bits, you can force a reroll. For good or ill. That's a failure. Let's go back and look at that failure. Turn the monster to face the attacker. Oh, Kevin. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, let's call it smash. You ruined it all, Carrie. Now, Carrie, unfortunately, is going to suffer the flee brain trauma. And I don't have these memorized. So knockback equal to movement towards nearest board edge. 1d5 insanity. That's this one. At least we get some insanity. She's going to get 1. That's why I have plenty of dice. Alright, so she gets 1 insanity. Oh, man, somebody forgot that when you start this fight, you get an insanity. Whoops. Look at this amateur. My gosh, get him off the air. No talent. Gosh. Join Jimmy Kimmel off air. Back air, but whatever. Gonna get a tweet from Trump. No talent ass clown. Playing Kingdom Death on Twitch. My gosh. Alright, well, Ash, guess what? Now, I don't necessarily want a skull because I automatically get one for my many amazing failures with Game Over. So we're gonna do our best to get 5. 3 to 5. On demand. Yep. Huzzah. 2 insanity, random basic resource. Winning. Monster Hot, I'll take it. And Kevin's knocked over. Laying there like a dead slug was his only defense. Alright. Bad guy turn. Because I couldn't do any damage. Chose not to, at least. We're gonna have some more fun. Oh, slap and tickle. Whipping and slamming. Place another token on the car. Target the closest survivor. Oh, that's Kevin. Move the monster. Smash. Let's see. So we get 3 dice. And it'll be 4 damage this time. Let me do my maths. Carry the 3. Okay, yep. Lovely. Kevin does have his survival to dodge one of these, though it won't really matter. They're all 4 damage. I'll just get rid of the extra footy. 0 survival. Kevin. All right. That's 4 damage to chest. 4 damage to feet. And severe injury for both. Which one are we doing first? Hey, man. The first round was fantastic. Every round since has been suboptimal. Alright, so we're going for the feet first. Oh, thank you. That one scared me for a moment. Bloody thighs, 2 bleeds. Alright, chest. 6. And we got disembowelment. Movement is now 1. Skip the next hunt and 1 bleed. Movement is now 1. Now that's temporary. I'll pick them up and take them with me should I survive. All right, my turn. Yeah, these guys all get up. Ay, caramba, that was nasty. Let's freaking deal with this. I need 1 hit this round, please. Yeah, no, I'll take it. All right, that goes away. Well, I think Kevin wants his revenge. He's gonna go first. From behind with the stone. Ay! We didn't see that. Do I have him runs away? Yeah. Oh, he can run 1 now. Can't run. His hands are full of his bowels. Not what's in the bowels. The bowels. That'd be gross. All right, Elvira. Same thing, only better. Oh, that's so much better. I'm not doing Ark Survivors. That's just something for the first time I'm doing a campaign like this. If I don't have a stenographer next to me keeping notes, forget about it. Not interested. 2 hits. I got a new keyword here. So parry. Parry is unwoundable basically without a crit. And this camera is having a field day with focus. It must be blurring people. Too ugly. So we've got a failure reaction if we choose or if we don't crit on this one. And then we have a pale fin, which has a reflex, which is going to happen anyway. It's not unwoundable. It's still woundable. I just got to crit. That's all. So I got to be soup's lucky on that one. Let's see. The reflex on pale fin is the monster flips upside down and glides on its wriggling fingers, moving 2 spaces forward. Okay with that. And let's see, cranes its neck to wink at the attacker. They suffer 2 brain damage, which would put her at 0 and make her terrified. That's not the worst thing ever. But I'd... I think I'm going to go with that glossy tongue first. Just make it easy. Just crit. Opa! This is just so much easier. Just crit. I'll take it. All right, let's go back to it. That was crit monster gags. Gain +1 luck token and vomit soaked random. Vomit soaked random monster resource. It pukes out a flat vein. Yeah, no, love that. All right, we'll take it. Elvira. Oh, I always forget. That kills off our stinking whipping and slamming. Yes! So we should have 3, 4, yep. Math checks. Well, that does not end the attack. Now we've got this one to go back to. This one is if we hit or miss, he's gonna runs away. Let's just crit. I had to try. Alright, that is a hit. So that is another wound. Honestly, Elvira's owning this croc. Alright. Reflex is he flips upside down, goes 2 spaces, turns its neck around, and winks at the attacker. They suffer 2 brain damage. So now she's terrified. That croc wants her number. Terrified. We've got survivor status terrified. So now ignore any bonuses that we have for brain trauma rolls, like if we do accept darkness later. And we are now guardless. We cannot ignore hits. All right. So anything that has like keyword ignore hit does not work. All right. That's 2 down. I don't think we're getting there with the other guys. Honestly, I'm really tempted for Ash to throw his darn stone. But I'll wait till we get a coagulator or something. And they're going to call it a day. I use the little colored tokens for my activations. And then I use the actual retail tokens for survival actions. All right. Moving on, monster turn. This is the last unknown AI card. And it's the mood. Fantastic. That'll take a hit off. All right, mood. When it comes into play, draw an AI card, which will be the 21,000 Newton bite. The monster can barely contain its delight as a pungent foam leaks from its maw. While this is in play, the monster has a -1 accuracy, +1 speed for each terrified survivor, which we have one. So we got speed and minus accuracy. And then when a survivor dies, the monster is knocked down. He's rolling on the floor laughing. Alpha Mayo. And keep those on there so I can tell it's from that only. So now he's gonna jump back to the other AI card he drew. Threat with the most tokens. We're still not on tokens. Oh, did I ever get rid of Elvira's Insanity? I played it as such. I don't think I noted it. Who's closest then? Ash. Alright, move and synchronic attack. So 2, he gets another speed from this. So we're at 3 speed. Hitting on 3s are better. Nope, 4s are better with that accuracy. 2 hits! And he's not terrified, so this is just 1 damage, 2 damage each. Well, he's gonna take that. Oh, he doesn't have any survival. That's right, so he's just going to take it. Yeah, and there's no bleed, there's no nothing here. Or Ash. That's a heavy to the foot and a light to the waist. See if that reflected. It did. No, sorry, Mast, I was engrossed. The overlays custom, I did that last week or the week before. I did not purposefully tie it into Scribe because I am a physical shuffler. I write everything down. I use Scribe sometimes for like resource management, like so I can remember all the resources I have, because that gets a little bit annoying when you're erasing and writing every time you make something. But yeah, the overlay is just something I threw together because I wanted you, the fans, to be able to come in halfway through a fight and say, "Oh man, they're getting their butts kicked," or whatever. But yeah, so far I'm happy. Couple things I could probably deal with, but and I can use my computer. I can use a phone or a tablet to, just do the little plus minus ones and stuff. So far, it's pretty handy. Oh no, you made me lose track of doing. No, I'm just kidding. That's our turn. Yeah, I love shuffling. And that's honestly my biggest thing with like the tabletop simulator, or was it the Kingdom Death simulator? If I'm gonna play Kingdom Death, I have all my painted models I want to look at, right? I want to shuffle the decks. Just It's just more fun for me. Now, what do you mean by is it a react? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty stinking nervous about streaming, but like my whole thing with streaming is I'm gonna do this anyway, so I might as well have some company. Let's see. Who wants to go foist? Kevin's only gonna move one. Worthless. Oh, but you're standing on it. Yeah, one more terrain survivor corpse that I want to get. All right, Elvira's gonna go. Kevin moved. Worthless. Though, you know what? Kevin is not gonna move, just in case I get a hit location with a crit. So we can throw a stone. Elvira, moving. Why I oughta. Well, thanks for coming. I forgot to get rid of her Terrify. Oh, well, she doesn't have any insanity anyway. Yeah, so just reminder. If I have at least one insanity, I can take a moment and spend my act to get rid of being terrified. I can smack my face a couple times. Snap out of it. All right. All right, Ash. Gotta go to the side, try his luck. Hey, here we go. That is 2 hits. Again, that's 6 plus his innate accuracy. I need 7s or better. 2 hits. Take it. Fleshy booty. And then blushing foot knuckles. Knuckles. So we got a vasodilate over here, which means even if we wound, he's gonna turn that into a coagulated hit. Honestly, this one might be the best for me to start with. Let's try that freshy booty. All right. Oh, it's a hit. So no failure, no crit. That 21,000 Newton hit, it's gone. And you'll see on the overlay, he's got 2 life. That mood, that's one thing I have to. No, do I need to modify my overlay for moods. Leave it alone. But I don't want to take the life away. Then the mood gets canceled, goes back. Yeah, notes for later. All right, that was Ash. Then we got this one. So on this failure, I'm gonna roll to the left and smash it. All right, that is a wound. And it's his last wound, which means... All right, congratulations. We've done it. All right, that's one thing I like about wounds, or excuse me, moods. Yeah, that's much better. That round 2 had me. TPK thoughts rushed into my brain. Yeah. Yes, I mean, I can go back and forth real easy. Or, and then adjust maximum. Oh, I need to add a reset button. Where's my pencil? Because right now it's just manual reset. Add a button to reset. All right, not too bad. Oh, you son of a... That camera, that OS bot camera, absolutely adores flopping, like transforming, like rotating. Oh, it's so frustrating. Which one do I like better? I'm not gonna say lion because that I've beaten the lion to death. See, I really do like Gorm. I do like Gorm. I like the size of it. I like the model. I like just the... No, I just like that fight. Frog is chaotic. Jumping around and stuff, it's hard to do early, especially without dashing and things like that. I feel like that's like a dashing on level 1 monster is almost needed. But Croc and Gorm, I like the Croc. It's a fun dang fight. Yeah, that's honestly one of the reasons I chose not to do Gorm for my stream, is dealing with climate. It's not my favorite. Let's see. Time for the winnings. So we're gonna get 1 white lion resource. We found it in the Croc's teeth. All right. Now, which one should I do here? Yeah, you can kind of see it. Great cat bone. Of course, we're not going to get the Catarium, but we will be able to use that just for a bone. Not bad. All right, these are the basics. We get 4 basics. And we get a skull resource as well for my many game overs. Hey, we didn't lose anybody. Winning. So if you go to your core rulebook, go to game over, and you'll see your... How many times did you fail? A little thing. Mine are all check, 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 check. All right. Here we go. Oh, no. Where are my hides? This is terrible. At least I can innovate. Oh, no. Yeah, I can innovate. No, I can't. Not yet. No, I can. Because I got that monster hide from that crit. Yeah. Lion, basics. Now we'll get four from the crocodile. Oh, stream elements, what you doing? That must be a default setting. All right. Yeah, and this is probably one of the most difficult things. So I was talking to Bra about can't, can't triple stamp a double stamp. But the lulls between showdowns, what do you do? Like when you're just cleaning up a fight? What do you do when you're just writing down resources? And what are the streamers, are the viewers doing? Like, you just put on the music, the elevator music, and ignore them or what? Yeah, I've got to figure all that out. All right, so from the croc, we got a flat vein, which is an orgone. We got a veined glass, bone and glass. Groomed nails, which is bone, another flat nail, and pale flesh, hide. We are kind of hurting on armor stuff. I really like to get some rawhide stuff early, and we might be doing fine on weapons, but oh boy. Let's see, then we got a monster bone, perfect organ, hide, and bone. And everybody gets a hunt XP. Marking that on their sheets. And if you missed it earlier, during the showdown, I use little dry erase boards. There's too much stuff going on for me to be marking up the paper. But then I use regular old printouts for stuff. So I've got a little bit of transcription in between fights, but it's not too bad. Not bad at all. No permanent injuries. That's fantastic. Nobody gained any permanent abilities. Phone is bling bling bling. Carrie, did you do anything? Yeah. What happened to your sheet? As long as my phone's not dinging with like the principal of my kids' schools. Don't get your little bastards. Alright. Let's move on to story elements. I guess also, if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I mentioned that the theme for this settlement is like horror slasher movie. And the settlement name is Santa Clara. So you got a little Lost Boys action. Then the names are all from like slasher movies. So like Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Carrie, Silence of the Lambs, Elvira, The Ring, Exorcist. So that's how I do my naming convention, so I don't sit there and ponder the spelling of some random Elven RPG name. RPG name finder. Alright. Year 0, Devour the Lion. So instead of first day, because we've got the croc, rolling first Crimson Day. Let's see. So survivors trust their kill. It's pretty neat art too. Putting their backs to the bloodbath, they set off grimly. And which one's Kevin? He's like clutching his intestines. Dragging the squelching hulk into the darkness, drawn by a soft glow, they approach a distant form. On a deep intellectual level, they know this place is safe, and they make it their home. Roll a d10. Determine your starting pop. 3. The number of the counting shall be 3. All right, we get 7 unnamed plus the 4. But I mean, we got the 4 still. So, and that's no permanent injuries. It's just the same as getting 10 plus. But the bloody cloth would have been nice. I'll survive. All right, so we're going to get 7 unnamed. Let's see. So we're going to add Freddy, Jason, Michael, obviously from Elm Street, Friday the 13th, and Halloween, respectively. We're going to add Ripley from Alien, Lori from Halloween, Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street, and Clarice. It's an instant. What? That's not bad. All right. Honestly, I'm amazed how well that actually ended up. Skull. I'm just gonna write bone here because I'm not gonna be able to use a great cat bone in any other way. Oh, I'm not even gonna do that yet. Because I gotta do returning survivors. There is returning survivors. All right, let's read this out. First words. Oh, nominate a survivor for first words. Well, Elvira, she's a talker. Let's see, the nominated survivor steps forward and gains +1 courage. Queen of the Night. Let's see. Well, add the white line to the quarry list. No, I won't. Your settlement gains language. Search the innovation card. Language at first innovation. Build the innovation deck. It's amazing. Some totally random person did it already. Let's see. Language means we get to encourage, and our survival limit goes +1. Pretty sure that means I'm at 3 now, survival limit, because of the game overs. Somebody check me on that. You get 1 to start, 1 for language, and 1 for game over. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Whatever. Could be 2. Could be 2. Difference of 2 and 3. It's just 1. All right, build the innovation deck. Check. Get out. Finish their work. The settlement gathers around the glowing center. Armed with language, they nominate a survivor aptly. The nominated survivor aptly names the glowing center the Lantern Horde. The settlement gains the Lantern Horde settlement location. Search the large settlement location cards for the card. The nominated survivor sits, stares at it for a while, gaining an understanding. That very boring. Oh, wait. Kevin has to skip the next hunt. He's got to wash his bowels, stick them back in. I think Freddy's going to go out next. Well, Freddy and Elvira, she has to skip the next hunt. Alright, so what are we taking with us then? All those new survivors. Ripley? Taking Ripley. Nah, yeah, we're gonna get Ripley. Return to the first story. Complete the settlement phase. Oh, it's Friday. Tornado siren time. I always forget about that. I don't know if I can get all this on the screen. Yeah, we'll try. All right. First things first, gain endeavors. So for every survivor that comes home, you get an endeavor. 4 endeavors. Check. You kidding me? That screen flipped it again. Technology. Let's see. Update timeline. Gonna have to choose who we hunt this time. Let's see. Nobody died. No milestones. Got to develop. Now this is the part where we can use our endeavors to innovate, build locations, or do any actions on locations or innovations that have an endeavor symbol. And we got the Crimson Crockery. Unfortunately, I don't know how much we actually are gonna build. We didn't really get a lot. We can get a dagger. And we really didn't. We didn't get any of the specials. We got groomed nails. Which ones are groomed nails? That's the blood compass. We don't have any scrap. Something to keep though. If I recall, that's a nice one. So we'll keep that. We'll keep our perfect organ. Man, yeah, we did get a rough draw. Yeah, pale flesh and a bone. Yeesh. We only got 1 pale flesh. Let's take a look at the binder. Just from the Crimson Croc. The feet, which we can make. So the Crimson Slippers are just 2 armor to the foot. Nothing else. No extra specials. Let's see. We could do the belt, which is 1 more armor than what we already have. And then we get a bleeding token, and it takes 1 more to kill us. It doesn't stack yet if we don't have anything else. So I don't really think that's going to make too much sense to get. And if we only had one more hide, I could do the triple from the rod set. And I just don't know if we're going to have much to play with. Let's look at those weapons. You get a dagger. We do not have Crimson Bone. We don't have a tongue. We don't have an optic nerve or a bone, or pale fingers or scrap. Looks like we're probably doing the blood glass cleaver. It's not too bad. Yeah, it does look that way. All right, so we're gonna go with flat, glass, and organ. To get ourselves a cleaver. And we're definitely going to want to set aside a bone, and an organ to innovate. So let's go ahead and do that and pray for a survival action. All right, big money, no whammies on this one. Big money, no whammies. Pick a card, any card. Oh. Could be worse. Yeah. I mean, getting a survival, having more survival. I'll take it. Better than nothing. Squeaky chair, squeaky. Survival limit goes up. I think we're doing pretty well there. Departings. Leaving us with one pale flesh, one flat vein, and one, actually, I'm going to swap out that great cat bone with a regular bone. And I do want to keep my groom nails and perfect organ for other stuff. What I might even take a moment. I do like to bring in like beta content and stuff. Although I'm not really seeing a lot that we can do now. I can do the cold face dagger. That could be worth. Thermal wrappings. Yeah, I think probably skip them this time. I might as well keep them. I mean, I really don't see what we'd build with all this. I'm missing all the corner pieces of the puzzle. Yikes. Well, we might as well go ahead and build the bonesmith skinnery and organ. And could get some bandages. Actually, I'm not going to build the bonesmith this time. I'm going to grab stone noses and bandages. Try to keep my insanity level higher. And this sucker bleeds us. So do a gentleman that's coming later. Let's record what we got left. I forgot the skull. Whatever. Roomed nails, monster bone, and flat nail. Flat vein. Flat vein. Now it's all about departing. I think I might have missed an event, but too late now. All right, I need to add the hovel. Innovations. And I do not have those memorized. So, bed. And I know this definitely has its drawbacks over the scribe. You know, just being able to click add and it auto adds. Super cool features. But I do like shuffling and fingering through cards. I also think that's also partnership. Yeah, partnership and familia. Well, and if I get partnership, I might be able to play with that new Gen Con partnership beta content. Wouldn't that be fun? Innovation's done. Gear distribution time. I think it'd be thematic. Carrie gets the bandages. She bleeds. Give Ripley my stone noses. Swap out ashes. Pounding stone to carry. Get him the blood glass cleaver. Not a lot of synergies in connection points at this point. Oh, I gotta take out my undying lantern since Kevin's not going. Yeah, like I said, this is that part in the stream that I'm just like, gotta come up with something else a little bit more entertaining than watching me do all this maintenance stuff. So I'll make a note. All right, but we're still gonna go after a croc. A level 1 official croc. So I know I've got to add cards back. I think they told me to take out. Reshuffle the coagulateds. Bit more random this time. Separating the B's and the A's at the moment. So if you don't know, the monsters in here have an assortment of cards of level of punishment. And the rules will tell you for this level, you add this many, light stuff, this many difficult stuff. Shuffle, pull out so many. So the fight should be fairly different each time. The monster might have the exact same cards, but you might wound at certain times, take those cards out. So he's going to behave differently. And before we do our first hunt, we'll probably take a quick 5-er. Wet my whistle. But let's build his deck first. Remember, if you have any comments, questions, criticisms, leave channel. Of course. I want to hear it all. I want to hear it all. Suggestions for these lulls in the action, especially. Especially. Let's see. For a level 1 official, we get 7 beta cards, 3 alpha cards, and his toughness goes up by 1. Yeah, okay. 7 beta, 3 alpha. All right, and I also need to update my control panel. Because right now, during the settlement phase, that should not even be there. This is my croc that I entered into the Gen Con painting contest. It is on Lantern's Reign. The, whatchamacallit? What's it called? This is my own take. I did actual croc eyes, the jaundiced eyes. I did a multi-layer resin pour. So the stone faces on the bottom, poured a little blood, another resin layer. I put some body parts with extra blood to kind of simulate that whole the way blood when something sinks in liquid and it's bleeding or it's the liquid is coming out of it. It plumes in a certain way. Well, I tried my best. It looks an ass, but I got some criticism by the judges. Kind of left me sour for a little bit, but it's okay. I like it. That's all that really matters. All right, we need seven beta. Yeah, that's another thing I was thinking about. It's like a top-down view of the board will let you see everything, right? But any detail you're not gonna see. Might as well just use tokens, right? Have to figure that one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, luck, be with me on this one. Don't want that whipping and smashing one. One, two, three. And no legendary upgrades. Happy with that. Nothing changes as far as traits between the initial and level 1. That is weird. My dog decided not to bark at the mailman. Interesting. You okay, Pooch? Oh yeah, this guy does not get the game over bonuses. So he doesn't get extra damage and the -1 movement. I'll be okay with that. All right. So I don't usually bring out the hunt board. Doesn't add anything to me. Survivor start at the beginning. You get a basic, you get a monster. Basic monster. Basic monster. Overwhelming. Monster. Basic monster. And there's no way in hell we're going further than that. And my basic hunt deck is full of extra fun stuff. I have to make sure I shuffle looking elsewhere because all the backs are stinking different. I'm not a Vegas card counter or anything, but I'm pretty sure if I watched while shuffling, I could figure out when to stop. Come on, Poots. Let's get some consistency in the process. Now, I'm pretty sure he's just as unhappy about that as me. Maybe he needs to start thinking about card sleeves with specific backs. You know, like if you're playing a TCG, you want dragons on the back of your card sleeves. Well, maybe he needs to come up with hunt card sleeves so we have a unified back. Or maybe include all these odd ones in the card pack. Wouldn't that be lovely? Yeah, we don't get the extra sympathy insanity from now on with the Croc. Just get the good old standard Croc. Alright, so now my survivors are departing. So they'll get an extra survival from Hovel. Stone Noses are on arrival. So my newcomers will have 2. Harry never used her stinking survival, so she'll be at 2 now. That's it. Who should go first? Actually, no. I'm gonna go first. Time out. Gonna take a quick 5-er. Wifey's gonna do her thing. See you later. All right, let me take a moment to adjust the croc on my overlay. He's gonna have 11 health this time. And I think I'm gonna adjust the heroes when they arrive. So I'm just gonna have to touch them again. And something else happens. All right, Ash. Let's see what you got. Random event. Actually, let's use my fun horror Halloweeny dice. Purple are the 10. Purple are the 10s. I wasted 2 lantern on a random hunt event. Rip the table. I mean, is that really Thundermaul already? I'm not going to be able to do anything. I have no courage. Got nothing. What an absolute crock. All right, well, we win. The finale on year 1. Okay, we'll see what happens. It's the finale. An enormous metallic sound rings out from a distance. All survivors are electrified with dread. They suffer 2 brain event damage. Well, basically, they're all dead. No, I'm just kidding. All right, poor Carrie. She's fine. She's got 2. Ash. Oof. He can't take any more. Oh, poor Ripley. Traumatized. Really? 3 in a row? On... Well, I guess she could have died, so that's not bad. Alright, well, she's frenzied. So... I guess she'll be frenzied when we start the fight. She gets 2 insanity. Ripley's freaking out, man. And so is Freddy. Freddy's got to roll. Seizure. Thank goodness nobody's near him. Gets a disorder and 1d5 insanity. So, our first disorder. Need a drum roll. Where's my disorder deck? And have I shuffled it? Shuffle it again. All right. Of course, when I need resources early, why not have a hoarder? You son of a bitch. So, as you can read, you compulsively collect and stash anything you can get your hands on, every little bit. You add to your secret hoard. So whenever you're returning survivor, archive 1 resource gained from the showdown and gain a courage. Up on my pencil. There we go. All right, Freddy the Hoarder. -1 resource. Check. All right, so that was just from the noise. The survivors may follow the sound, otherwise they panic and retreat in the opposite direction, end this event, and move the survivors 2 spaces back. You can't. So each survivor gains 1 courage and gingerly approaches. If anybody has 3 understanding, they follow the corpse, otherwise harvest 3 random resources from corpus. There, I think we're going to do that. All right. So let's see, each survivor gains a courage. And nobody's wise enough to know there's some sweet loot at the end of that path. But I don't know, that's an okay trade-off. For being a hoarder, we get 3. Use some hide. Big money, no whammies. More organs. Kevin must have been here. All right, 2 regular monster organs, 1 bone. Not unhappy. Nope, not unhappy. We'll figure it out. And end this event. All right. Carry. Leechy Springs. Survivors enter a field of thermal springs that erupt with masses of fatty leeches. Nominate a survivor to investigate and roll d10. I do not have any bold survivors. Well, Carrie, you're standing there. You pull out a leech, and that reminds you of your childhood. Wow. Cool. Gain 3 insanity. She could use it. Because I'm going to have a bunch of people that are terrified right when I get to the stinking... Yes, that super set child. Remember that time? Please let me out, Daddy. All right. And that's it. Moving on. That could have been worse, I guess. Ripley, come on, let's do it. Oh, assuming it's a... Yeah, it is random. 42. Answered everything. And no, I do not have these memorized. Try not to. Surgeon. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. A creaky carriage approaches the survivors, richly appointed in red and gold. The carriage is carved on every side with lurid faces. A massive twitching eye adorns the front, while the door of the carriage is waiting, open mouth. Out of the small window, a gnarled hand beckons one survivor with 3+ courage. Choose to enter the wagon and remove an impairment. That's it. Nothing happens. My guys are too stupid. So nothing happens. All right, this is Freddy. Rando. Oh my gosh. We already there? Hold on, I forgot to put the monster. Where was he? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's now anyway. So never mind. We fight. So this is taking a long time. What's happening here? It's level 1. Right now I get to update all those guys on the display. Freddy is in blue. Ready, Freddy? And he's got 2 survival this time. And 0 insanity. Oh, I don't have the knockdown on brain. I gotta take a note of that. Got all these cool things I'm finding out. And he's got his 1 waste. Bleeds. Carry's still red. 2 survival. 3 insanities. 1 waste. Oh wait, Freddy's hit locations. Body and feet. Carry is golden. Going to Ripley. Also 2 survival. And she arrives, so she's at 3. And in insanity. So she's at 3. No bleeds. Ash, how you doing, my man? Not so good, Chief. Yeah. Let's see. Feet and waist need to reset. And Ripley's body needs reset. They look good? Looks good to me. Maintenance, maintenance, maintenance. Hit locations. AI. No tokens needed. Oh, we're gonna need terrain, aren't we? Got blood pool. Oh, we always get a survivor corpse. Oh, one random terrain. I thought so. Oh, really? Stadium Tower. So that's from the Dragon King. That was the box. That was the. Come on. So childish. Alright, so we got Obsidian Tower. So set up at least 4 from all other. At least from 4 other. And the corpse was at least 6. Now again, the tower, impassable but destructible. So if we smash it with our club or heavy, might be able to get some broken lantern or iron. Nope. So we could try, but it's probably just gonna kill us. I'm not sure if it's worth doing right now. Of course it's worth doing. And we get to set up 5 away. And Ripley still has more evasion than everybody else. Who needs insanity? Ash does. I'm not much of a stickler of starting locations. So if you see something, you're like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Why is he doing that? There's no thought happening. It's just me saying, 1, 2, 3. That looks right. All right. Of course. Who's terrified? Oh, right. Terrified would be Ash. And that's it, thankfully. So let's see. Most tokens. Oh, well, that's actually going to be Ripley. Because she's frenzied, isn't she? Let's flip that. That's supposed to be a dodge token, but I got a dash token, whatever. Alright. Chompities. I may be doing that wrong too. But when I see that, usually it's moved to when they would be in there, not move all the way adjacent. It doesn't say that. I'm just going to go to the least amount of movement until they get to there. Unless I'm wrong. Well, at least I'm consistent. Consistently wrong. That's why they call me 5 XP. Alright, so speed 2. They don't get any bonuses. And she's basically unguarded. Or guardless, or whatever you call it. So it's 3, 4. So 2 hits. Head and hands. And that's 1 damage each. She's not terrified, she's not deaf. Yeah, I'm just going to take it. Fortunately, that means I'm knocked down. Poor Ripley. All that survival and can't use it. It was hands, wasn't it? Well, not the best start. Not the worst either. Oh, but I can't encourage now. And then it's my turn. So I think I'm going to encourage. We're going to have Carrie scream. Encouragement. All right. And I don't see any reason why I wouldn't just have Ripley smack it. Let's see, I'm rolling 3 dice with that speed from Frenzy. Why do I have a damage token? I need a strength token. All right, 3 dice. Let's see, hitting on 6s. Oh, I like that. 3. And a perfect hit if I had anything that mattered. No. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Oh, Bob, say it!
So, George right at the top. It wasn't on the top, it was the second card. But whatever. All survivors are doomed. The monster's many fingers gesture in a hypnotic wave. The attacker gains the terrifying survivor status card. Smash. The monster accelerates Your heart rate. Gain the death count. Oh, it's so early to get this. Come on. Alright, the monster giggles. Full moves away from all survivors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What a jackass. Who shuffled this deck? Well, that's one way to start the fight. Get your one person that's probably more likely to damage. Enraged, I guess, with a 5-turn death count. And oh, they're so lucky. They get survival every turn that they can't use because they're frenzied. Right, perfect. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I think I've shoveled enough. Yeah, one more time. There you go. Well, I don't have. All right, Ash is gonna have to use his activation to go after that dead survivor. Oh, a lantern. All right, I'm getting all the lanterns on the crap I don't want. Gain 3 insanity and a skull. Now I'll take the insanity. That it will be excellent. And why not be excited about skull? Use it and get some skull helmets or something. And it says, when you gain this, a survivor of your choice gets insanity. Let's go with Freddy. He's only got 1. So Freddy's up to 2. Ash is up to 3. Right. 2, 2, 3, 3. Right. No, it does not. It is 2. Oof. Oh man, what to do with this one? I have to review that obsidian so I can get there. Dang, 30% chance to take 1 damage to 1 hit location. I think it's worth doing. All right. Rolled it right off the board. Hey, a 9. We'll take it. That's actually really good, isn't it? Find iron? All right. I'll take iron this early in the game. That's winning right there. Gotta actually get up out of my seat to find my strange resources. Who found that? Carrie. This is tough. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that blood pool. Let's remind ourselves what that is. So we can drink from the pool and gain insanity. All right, 1% chance to get the hemo disorder. And if we are standing in the center, we can add 1 to that. Well then, let's move that our 5th movement instead to be in the middle. Roll on that. So that's 4. So gain 1 more insanity. So Ripley's back to 3 insanity. Anything to keep us unterrified? Oh, shoot. Well, nope, you know what? That's a terrible decision. I'm going to use that to unterrify myself. So screw that. I'll do the pool later. I think that's everybody. Bad guy Twain. Barbed tail whip. Closest threat in range. It's Ripley. It's gonna back the bus up, and smack schmack. So that's 2 dice hitting on 4s or better because of her evasion. Back that bus up. 2 dice. Oh, yos. Yos. With no need to dodge or anything. That's epic. We're gonna take that one. You just stay there, monster. Whip on you now. Alright. What could go wrong with trying the girl with the extra speed again? Ripley. Bathing in blood. Here we go. I got 1. 1 hit. This means we're only pulling 1 hit location. Alright, this one. Blushing brown. So we got the disarmed failure. And on hit, it will, turn into coagulated. Do it. Yeah. Yep. Ones do something. What is it? What is it? Nothing. Failure. The monster flashes a toothy grin as its fingers swirl. The blood in your limbs drains. Your weapon tumbles from your grasp. You are disarmed. I'll throw it on there somewhere. Place the disarmed tile on the attacking weapon in matching tile 5 spaces away from you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. The only weapon. I don't need to do that. All right. What a jerk. Laughing at us. Just laughing at us. Well, guess what? I move 2, 3, 4, 5. You must move over the tile to pick it up before activating that weapon again. Okay, so good enough for me. All right, well, that was worthless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who's this? This is Carrie. Bounding Stone Carrie. 1 hit. We need 1 hit to start this. Let's go. Failure is going to move to the left. Roll right over her. It was all those crits on the non-attacks earlier, wasn't it? Yeah. So we're going to get 2 damage randomly. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, she's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Smashed. Man, it's not working out right now. And 2 to the belt for Carrie. It's a light one on the belt. Well, Kevin seems to, or that's not Kevin, that's Freddy now. All right, stab in the fin. Oh, that is a hit. So because I'm in the blind spot, that 5 turns into a 6, and with my accuracy, that turns into a 7. Math, magic. It really is. It's the way. Honestly, if I didn't like that feature of the game, I wouldn't be playing. I think that's fun. The highs and lows. 99 figure spine, impervious. But if I crit this, it would be nice. Yeah, cool. Yeah, at least it's not a 1. It wouldn't matter anyway, with it being impervious. So, no negative, just miss. Call that a whiff. All right, Ash is the only one that hasn't gone yet, and I think he's gonna take his action to unterrify. So, but he will still move. Well, that was completely uneventful again. We're rocking and rolling. Sonic belly war. So that's like deep belly laugh. The monster snaps its massive jaw shut. About time. Emits a deep and guttural belly rumble that violently shakes the ground. Let's see. Oh, I can't dash anyway, so what's the point anyway? So, pick target. All survivors not on terrain. That's everybody. And then intimidate. The monster leaps 3 spaces backwards, pushing its massive chest on the ground as its fingers part, sending the roar into the stone faces. So let's do that. Leaps 3 spaces backwards. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Show. Yep. Bye bye. Bye bye, Freddy. Get over there. All right, all targets roll a d10. On a 4+, they are knocked down and suffer 1 brain damage. Well, wow, it's not bad. My green dice. There we go. A little better. So that was all targets on a 4+, which everybody rolled, suffer brain damage and are knocked down. And on 7+, the vibrations also shatter a random fragile gear in their grip. Wow. That is so nice of him. Do I have anything that's fragile? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm too early. I don't have anything fancy. So everybody's knocked down and takes 1 brain damage. Whoa, this one's a special one so far. This is excite. No damage. Pretty quick to update that console. And that was it. All right. And that's an A class. All right, so now it's our turn. And the only person that was knocked down prior was Ripley. So she can't do anything. I'm not about to blindly throw my founding stone. Oh, wait. She's got... She probably has 2 tokens on this, doesn't she? On death count. Because at the end of each round, gain survival, place a token on this. And yeah, if she weren't frenzied, and if we had surge, that'd be nice. So she's got this round and then 2 more before she spontaneously skadooshed with blood pouring out of her eyes. She might not have much choice. I might have to throw my darn stone. You know what? We're doing it. We're doing it live. Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. Let's have persistent on. Son of a... Alright, so it goes ka-chink, chink, and does nothing at all. Alright, let's move. Oh my gosh. And she can't use survival actions. So no encouraging. Alright, bad guy turn. This is a rough one. TPK on a level 1. Repeating bite. So let's see. Place a token on this card. Oh, and I gotta put another token on her death count. She yearns for death at this point. So, pick a target, closest threat facing in range. For you, Ripley. And move and attack. This attack gains 1 damage for each token on it. Alright, so 2 dice hitting on 4s or better. Well, that is both. Chest and chest. Oh, man. So, but it's 0 plus 1 for each token, so just 1 damage. How's your chest doing, Ripley? Looks like it's heavy now. Guess who's knocked down? Again. Oh boy. It's not looking so good. Alright, good news. Here's good news. 3 people get to stand up. You know, what to do with those 3 people is to encourage. Yo, Freddy. Help your lady up. Hey, lady. Smack him up. Well, that's 2 with the fisties. Sato Mascus. Man. Blood signature again. Trap. The trap. It's a trap. This poor group of survivors won't be much longer. Alright. Finger strum. Attacker gains terrified. Man. Monster accelerates heart rate. Gain death count. Oh, wait. You already got it. Guess what? Get a token. Oh, man. Monster giggles. Full moves away from all survivors. My... Well, this is certainly not how I thought this round was going to go. But again, with no weapons, no armor, it's a tough one. So shuffling the hit location again. Who had that one on their bingo card? Ripley getting it again. Get knocked down, get up. Get knocked down, get up. Get knocked down. Get bitch slapped. Get knocked down. All right. Well, if Ripley doesn't... Oh, she's dead. She's got 4 tokens now, and after this turn, she's toast. And she already went Goodbye, Ripley. All right. Well, anybody get there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeesh. I could kite him away so he doesn't stinking repeat bite me. How are we doing on insanity? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I think. And what are we doing on bleeds? Nobody's bleeding. Nobody's doing anything. We're just calling it a day right there. He dies. Yeah, death principle next. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Good, good looking. So he goes again. Same thing as before. Place a token on the card. Closest threat. Closest survivor. Nobody's hiding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why, hello there. Kenobi. Alright, so we gotta come up with a plan. This current plan we're doing right now, it ain't working. Ray's plan ain't working. 5. Freddy, come and do something, would ya? God, worthless. All right. 2 dice, swinging with the stone. Right. Good job, Freddy. We're proud of you. All right. Let's go for Ash. Actually, Ash, this is the first time Ash has gotten to swing anything. So he's rolling 3 dice with his blood glass cleaver, which is honed 5. Let's see, 6. So we're hitting on 5s are better. So 1 only. It just takes 1. Oh, I thought that said impervious for a second. I was about to cry. Blushing brow. So a failure, we get disarmed. I could really use a wound here, man. And we're in luck. Honed of 5. So that gives us 5 plus 2, which is 7. That's its toughness. I need like a hallelujah. 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 Oh my gosh. Okay, repeating bite. Get the fuck out of here. Bleep, 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 bleep. Oh my god. We did it. We should just quit. We win. All right. See you later. That was so bad. All right. Carrie's next. She's the only one that hasn't gone. Oh, she's ballsy. Right under the mall. All right. Going with the founding stone. That's 1. That accuracy. Take it. That fleshy booty. Yeah, failure makes you flee. Just don't fail. And it works. 6 plus 1 from the weapon. That's a winner. Oh my gosh. It's a streak. Don't get penisy, kid. All right, bad guy toying. Now we got the mood, boiling blood. So when this comes into play, draw a card. Monster's blood begins to superheat, stirring everything nearby into a rage. When a survivor wounds the monster, they gain priority target and suffer frenzy. Well, I'm not exactly using my survival right now. I'm getting damaged, but not attacked. It's weird. When survivor suffers frenzy, Oh, so once they suffer frenzy, so it's only going to happen to one person. Okay. Whatever. Here's the new one. You know what he wants to do? He wants to strut. Monster full moves towards the center of the showdown board and turns to face the most survivors. So, smash. And that would actually, that is, let's just randomize it. 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All non-immortal facing. Okay. The monster's many fingers gesticulate in a hypnotic wave while its head sways counter to the rhythm. And I suffer the flea brain trauma. All right, Freddy. Looks like we got knockback equal to movement towards board edge and 1d5 insanity. 2 insanity. And so Freddy's at 3 now. All right, we gotta find something here. And that the next person to hit. Oh crap! Carrie's gonna have to get yelled up here. Ripley's dead. Ash has got a thing. Yeah, Freddy, let's get her up. So Freddy's last survival is being used to encourage his sister in blood. Now well, I don't want to frenzy anybody that's got survival. So Freddy, my man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it, man. That's 1. So you're telling me there's a chance. This game. All survivors are doomed. I don't know if have you seen this one before? This trap? Is this new? Is this some, do you want me to read it again? All right. Attacker's terrifying. Now, let me see. Is this move? Do I have to wound? Or just to attack? Wound. All right. Oh, yeah, welcome. Yeah, thanks a lot. How do I ban people again? Let me say that again. Oh, is that the Australian one? The American one. I feel like you're giving me the Australian one on that one. Oh, man. This has been a rough fight. I'm not. Well, we got 2. Oh, I haven't even been. Two wounds on. I should probably do a round counter. So this is probably round 6. This has been so bad. I rolled lanterns galore on the hunt, and it's been brutal. All right, and this is our 3rd trap. First attack of the game, got the trap. Then 2 rounds later, and now again. And 1 survivor died out from death count. Let's see. Oh, right. You can now get death count. Congratulations, Freddy. And then the monster giggles moves all away from everybody. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, I need a card shuffler for this hit location deck. The amount of times I'm shuffling it today. Yeah, you'd think this fight would have been long over. I just dropped a card. I kind of don't want to look to see if it might be the trap and leave it there. Crap. Not the trap. I do feel bad that Ripley was the person who died. Like the one survivor. The one person in all the movies never like bites it from the bad guys, you know, that kind of thing. No, this is our first, this is Lantern Year 1, our first hunt. And we're getting to school. Let's get taken to the yard. Alright, that was trap on Freddy's attack. Come on, Ash. Alright, using that blood glass cleaver. That's 2. Are we taking bets? What's the over-under on this? It's a brand new deck, but I shuffled. I don't even want to look. Is it? Ah, okay, we're good. Impervious. All right, we'll do the impervious one first. It's the 99 finger spine. Would love to crit that. Yep, nothing. Get out of here. Who needs you? All right, juicy jowls. Lashing and sticky. The acerbic smell of monster's breath burns at your nostrils. I should just crit this. Ah, if I only had any luck. But that is a wound! It is a wound! The clouds are parting. Rain has stopped. All right. Who's next? Carrie, what you got? Oh, yes, she can. That is one hit. It's the pale. I don't know that one. It's a thing, you know. Right there, whatever. All right, if adjacent, if I crit. Yeah, yes, nothing bad. 6 plus 1. That is mathed. It's a wound. Oh my gosh. We are on a roll. It's absolute steam it. Come on, let's go. Choo choo. Hype train. All right, but bad news. Oh, shiznit. Where were you on that one, guys? Come on. Forgot about the blood boiling thing. So technically, Ash is frenzied and now has prio. Well, I'll just move these tokens from Ripley and give you some, yeah, 2 more. 2 more insanity. Oh, yep. I need a way to display survivor death on my overlay, don't I? More notes. Thanks for beta testing this with me, guys. Maybe I could just have them bleed out. No. There. That looks good enough, right? For now. All right. Let's see what this croc is doing to Ash. Pick target. Ash. Intimidate. Each target rolls 1d10. Oh, yeah. I don't think it. And we got 1 courage from that hunt event. That's about it. So you get knockback 5 and 1 brain damage. Oh, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. And perform basic attack on the furthest. Oh, that's gonna be Freddy over there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basic action. I haven't seen that one yet. Let's see, but it's against this one, so target's already been picked. So it's 2 speed and 3s, 2 each. Of course it hits. So 2 damage each. And you know what the best part is? You read the fine print at the bottom. If you are terrified. Bye, Freddy. Gobble, gobble. Son of a...
Oh, boss, say it!
All right. We are cruising. Oh, man. Then there were 2. All right, so Freddy's been gobbled. Yep, 7 health left. Oh my goodness. Drive a man to drink. I may just after this. So what time is it? It's the... Oh man. Thanks for joining me, everybody, for mutilation. All right, let's do it. It's our turn. Let's see, we got only Ash, who is frenzied, and Carrie. Can he even get there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He cannot. Carrie can, though. All right. He's sitting on 5s or better. That's 2. No perfect hit things. Sweet. The prologue, we had the first 2 rounds, we had him down to like 2 health. And then it took another 2 rounds of nothingness, just rolling poor. Because you got to roll 7s or better, basically. It was rough. And then we didn't get, I think we got 2 hide total. And we used 1 for innovation. So we don't have any armor. We did get 1 blood glass cleaver. We did get some band-aids and a stone nose, but it just we just haven't got anything. Hoping we can finish this one out because we are sitting on an iron and a skull. I'd really like to take these back and celebrate. So let's see. First things first. Yeah, failure. Flips upside down and moves forward. Don't want that, really. We could be quite fine having him move left, actually. But am I going to fail? Do I want to attempt 1 on the super dense? Just to get him to roll. Because yeah, okay, we're going to go salted snow. Just got a feeling. Always just crit. Nah, 6. All right, so that's enough. So 1 wound. We got him. His reflex is to go zippity zap. 1, 2, 3. Anybody left in the roll is extra damaged. Be nobody. And now out of range. Cancel attack. All right. All right. So now I'm rolling 4 dice. Pick that one up off the floor. No, that's bad luck. We don't want floor dice. Floor dice. We don't like floor dice. Here we go. We're going to use the spooky season dice. 4 dice. Blood Glass Cleaver hitting on 6, 5, 4. 4s are better. 1, 2, 3. If I didn't like what's on the table, it'd get flipped. We got 1. We got 1. No, don't say trap. All right, so he's gonna do his little move forward thing, and that's okay. But we're gonna crit. I'm not even gonna give him the opportunity. Guy's going down. F7. That's me. It's way enough. So take that damage. Hells yeah. We're into the yellow now. So the reflex is he moves 2 spaces forward, turns around, or turns his neck. Does nasties. 1, 2. Turns his neck, winks at Ash, and he suffers 2. Oh, son of a gun. Yep. That puts him at 0, which means he's now terrified. All right, well, I mean, what can you do? He's guardless anyway with that weapon. All right, bad guy turn. See if we got rid of the A cards. You know, I'm okay with this one. So when somebody wounds, that one person gets frenzy, and it goes away. This one hurts a bit. All right, snaps his massive jaw shut, emits a deep and guttural belly rumble that violently shakes the ground. All survivors not on terrain. Can't dash, so that's everybody. Monster leaps 3 spaces backwards. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoosh. All targets roll a d10. So this is the one we need to roll low. 4 plus for knockdown. 7 plus. Oh, we don't have any. Yeah, so we're getting 1 brain damage, which is gonna traumatize me. So we got less than 4. Nope, of course not. All right, so Ash already has a check there. So he's going to roll his trauma. 9. 9 on brain trauma is a new perspective. Knock down and gain 1d10 insanity. It's already knocked down. 6 insanity. I'll take it. Ash is up to 6. What about you, lady? Hello, lady. Oh, she's got 2 insanity, so she's just gonna take 1 and be done. And he does not stand up. But she has her one thing she's going to use to encourage him. Isn't that nice? I think they traded. He did it before. Well, screw it. No, don't screw it. He's got 6 insanity. She needs insanity. Coming up with the founding stone. That's a perfect hit and a 4. 1 hit. Vaso. Let's see the failure on this one. Any adjacent. Brain damage equal to bleed. I don't think any of those 2 are bleeding yet, so this one's a free and clear one. All right. This is when anybody on the channel that has 1,000 little XPs pays for a reroll. Oh well. So that's a failure. It's a big fat nothing. All right, well. Ash. Ah, crap. He's terrified. I do not want to have him insta-die. So, you know what? I'm not going to move him. Just gonna take that terrified off. Well, that's disappointing. That's disappointing. All right. Bad guy turn. Ugh, these intimidate actions are quite rough. All right, all non-death survivors, intimidating. So we need to roll low. And then he's going to come after guardless over here. All right, rolling low. Oh, green survived. But red. Oops, suffer knockback. And 1 brain damage. This is bad. Real bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it basic attacks targeting the furthest survivor, which, if you remember what its basic attack is, if it's terrified, which she has now become, what does it? It Pac-Mans. It gobbles. There's no sense even rolling the attack because she's terrified. She gets gobbled. Holy crap! This is so bad. All right. It's Mr. Boomstick. It's Ash. It's one-man army. It's pure 80s action movie now. Oh yeah. This is important. So somebody's been forgetting to use this to gain an insanity. That probably could have saved somebody. Whatever. Too late. Too late. Too late will be the crime when the man with the bargain has passed you by. Come at me. Come at me, bro. $21,000. Rolling 2 dice. Oh, right, yeah. He moves. Then hits him once. Oh yeah, I'm frenzied. So I take it 1 damage to the head. God, that's the one place to knock me down. The one place to knock me down. This monster is brutal. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. I have the head as having light and heavy. Let's make a note. QA tester finds program really buggy and crappy. Who wrote it? Me. Of course it's crappy. All right, well, I mean, we know what happens now. It's my turn. And I got knocked down on his turn. So I don't have any way of getting up. Monster's turn. Get out of there. All right, which one is it? It's gonna be bad. Gonna be bad. It's bad. Excuse me. All non-death survivor. Each rolls a d10. If the result is 4 and higher than the courage, they suffer stuff. It's bad. So take knockback, brain damage of 1. That's 5 now. And then he does his attack against the furthest target. So he's down to 5. His basic attack is 2. So I get 1. Nope, no evasion on this guy. So that's 2 hits. 2 damage each. Chest and feet. I think he needs to end this quick. Because he's accumulating heavy hits. All right. My turn. Now, the house rule I use, if it is a house rule, might actually just be the correct, usage. His original knockdown was on his turn. Then the monster just batted him around, still knocked out. So he stands up. I'm not going to have a perpetual knockdown survivor. That's fascist. Anyway, one person does not get to control the argument. All right. We're going to change the dynamic. We're going to knock this guy's socks off. What is that? 6 5s or better? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes, 3. That's not a record. I've gotten a trap, I think, 5 or 6 times before, but it's always with survivors that could mitigate. This group, not so much. All right. Since we've never seen this before, all survivors are doomed. He gets terrified. Check. He gets death count. Check. The monster giggles. It moves away. When that's special. Hey, guess what? I'm shuffling the hit location again. Oh, man. Well, if anybody's still out there watching, appreciate you. I'm watching a grown man suffer. Maybe you're into that kind of thing. I don't know. Oh man. I hope tennis has a better showdown later today. He's streaming at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. So if you're looking for more KDM today, I'm advertising for you. Go get him, brother. And I cannot remember his Twitch handle off the top of my head. So it's just 6 p.m. Eastern time. Look on Twitch, search for Kingdom Death. All right. Well, let's continue. I really don't want to continue to use my action to get rid of Terrified. And with Immortal Roar being that top card over here, and having 2 more rounds, I'm gonna chance it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my bloodless or cleaver, whatever. Blood glass, not bloodless. 6. Hitting on 5s or better. That's 2. All right, not a trap. All right, well, I don't want the disarmed. And this one has nothing negative, so let's go after that one. That's a win. All right. A win and a wound. The worst part is that stinking Immortal Roar is not on the top, so I can't get rid of the dang thing. Alright, this is the last one. We got a crit, otherwise it failures. Oh, it's off screen. I swear. I swear. Alright, we needed that so bad. Oh my gosh. Alright. Gain a luck token. Where are my luck tokens? Here we go. Luck token. Monster gags and vomits out a pale flesh, which I can use potentially if we survive to make some armor. And now, because he wounds, blood boil goes away, and we wound him. I frenzy again. Another speed, another strength token. Oh boy. Yeah, can't surge, can't do anything yet. Bad guy turn. We got Sonic Belly Roar. Snaps it shut. All survivors on terrain. Nope. Monster leaps backwards. 1, 2, 3. Targets roll 4 or more. So less. Of course not. Of course not. So take 1 brain damage and are knocked down. So he's down to 4. Come on, Ash. Come on, Ash. All right. What we need is the Immortal Roar to not be on top. Oh, man. It never went. We had 1 round where we had a bunch of good stuff and then it's just been like the white lion toying with us, just smacking us around. It's been bad. Two people had terror, or let's see, the immortal terror card, AI card, knocked their insanity to 0. They became terrified, and they were knocked back. And then it told, or the next thing was, now go after the further survivor with the basic attack, and the basic attack is if you attack them and they're terrified, they're instantly killed. So we've had two no chance to save them. Oh my. Ugh, okay. So he's gonna jump back again. That might hurt. So one more insanity going. Down to 3. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Right, well, I know what I'm doing this turn. Alright, so my turn. Getting rid of terrified. Because who knows what's gonna be right here. And let's see what is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does he have a move and attack? I think I'm just gonna goad him again. Oh, crud. That's what I get for not paying attention so much. Whatever. Alright, now it's his turn. Boiling Blood. Then Immortal Roar. So we got, again, each target rolls. Yep. That's higher than my whatever. And I'm knocked back and suffer 1 brain damage. That probably was not the smartest to move away. Then he performs basic action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh, the math might have mathed. Yep. All right, my turn. Oh, please. And I need some luck here. 5s are better. That's 2 hits. Vazos. Let's see. Move 2 space forward. We don't like that. Move left. Both would cancel if we fail. But I'd rather fail with the left from the Blushing Knuckles than running over me and knocking me away. Yep, 7. That hits. That are wounds. Oh, goodness. All right. 50%. Which one, guys? Left or right? I'm going to give it to you guys. Left or right? Take a drink while you decide. Like right now, I'm technically shuffling. Anything? No? All right. So, yeah, we're not seeing it. You know, we're not revealing. Well, we will reveal in a moment. Then I get an extra speed and strength for the frenzy from the blood boil, and 4 more insanity. She's back to 6. And I get the priority target token by Oh well. All right. That was a vasodilated. So, all right, I gotta turn that out. All right, last one. It'd be really nice if I can hit this one. Here we go. Oh, yeah, that's enough as well. Hot dog. So, not a failure. Pull another Vaso. And that is a wound. So technically there's 2 left. And he's going to be pulling this mood next. Which means there'll be 1 left. Alright. Bad guy. Pulling the mood. Now here's one. I don't think I've ever hit this before. Where the last AI card is a mood. So, no. It'd be basic action. Basic action. Alright. Terrified threat. Nope. Closest survivor. Oh, you mean the one standing right in front of you? Yeah, that one. Alright, 2. Hitting on 3s or better. This could be bad, folks. Each of these gets hit twice. So he needs hand and waist. Hand and waist! Oh. Okay, well, we get hands. So hands get a double. And his head, well, we get to roll. I mean, come on, Ash. 7. Okay. No head splodies. I don't have these memorized. He's blind in 1 eye. Minus his 1 accuracy. Alright. Here goes his 1 game over accuracy. We'll be okay there. Blind in 1 eye. He loses his 2nd. Minus 4 and retires. So he gets his first bleed token. You gotta write that permanent injury down. I honestly, up here in my mind, I was thinking, no way you could come out of this like without a scar or something. And the first thing I was thinking of was like a giant scar over his eye. So, all right, over under on trap. Who's gonna call it? So I gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4 to get over there so I can hit the vacillated area. All right, 1, 2 hits. And if he had a stone, I would have thrown it. All right, sparkling belly. I get 3 strength to wound this location. Might be nice to get a blood diamond tier. So I'll go after that one, I guess. Oh, I don't know. This sparkling blood colony, I get +6 strength to wound this. Do I take the chance? I mean, I'm gonna jinx it. If I roll a 1, 1 is the only way I'm losing this one, basically. Which one? Well, I'm thinking I don't get anything for the regular stuff, but I do get a I get a resource either way. Let's go after that colony. Okay, that's a win. Hallelujah! All right, it's a win. Oh my gosh. That was traumatic on so many levels. Oh my gosh. I mean, who'd have thought like a 20 round battle with a level 1? Oh my god. One survivor. That was incredibly not well earned. I was bloodied. Ash, the one man. I need a break. Oh my goodness. All right, but first of all, let's do the rewards here. Let's see. We get 4 basic and 5 crimson. 5 crimson. Here we go, baby. One, two, three, four, 5. Pale flesh, pseudo penis, crimson bone, flat vein. Then we get 4 basics. 2, 3, 4. And Ash, the lone survivor. It's his hunt XP. So he'll age up. Thankfully, somebody survived. So we get another pale flesh, a skull, an iron. I thought I had something else. Nope, that was it. That's not bad. That's still, man, that's not a lot of hide. So 1, 2, 3. And I don't think I have anything in the settlement. So I'll at least be able to get the core rawhide with some invasion. Maybe. Holy cow. Okay. All right, I'm going to get up, do some jumping jacks, the push-ups, get the blood pumping. You know, not the nervous, like, crash out at the table. The fight. Just, I need to get the blood flowing. But, let's see, 1 o'clock. Yeah, so I'll come back. We'll do the settlement phase, do all the innovating, do the endeavors. We get 1 endeavor, and then that'll probably be it. So I will be back. Alright, I feel better now. I mean, it was wild. So, Masked, when you came back after you were watching, assuming you're still watching, how did the overlay, like, did it give you the information you needed to kind of know what's going on? Any feedback would be appreciated. Let's see, yeah, victory, 1 XP, weapon proficiency, rewards, and we're good. Good on that. All right, gain endeavors. Yeah. Update the timeline. I think we got some story stuff. All right, let's see. So that was a Croc level 1. Felt like Croc level 1,000,000. And we're now on year 2. All right. And now it's time for story stuff. We'll do story for stuff, and then we'll do settlement event. All right, so we're doing the Spidicules, like, I like it like Heracles. I know a couple of people say it's like ridiculous. Ridiculous. I like it like Hercules, Spidicules, potato, potato. So this is our quarry 2, or node 2 quarry, Spidicules. I love Spider. It's got some quirks. I like quirks. We got the young rivals story. Get out of here. Our hero. Alright, so we got the young rivals story event. Let's get that out of there. Young rivals. Once there were 2 boys. They argued about everything. Nominate 2 male survivors with at least 1 hunt XP in the settlement. There are only 2. There are only 2. And it's my man, Kevin. Yep. Kevin and Ash. Everybody else did. You just don't have to erase too much on those character sheets to use them again. Alright. Kevin and Ash. They're my boys. Here we go. As the boys grew into men, their enmity bloomed into rivalry. With each hand, which hard-earned battle scar, they sought to outdo the other. Yeah, well, I lost my guts. You're like, oh, I lost an eye. Well, pish posh. Alright, they sought to outdo each other. Choose one of the nominated survivors to gain the following ability, Rival's Scar. +1 strength, +1 evasion. Well, I think we're going to give that to Ash. Loose. Plus and minus. And I'll write that under abilities, I guess. Rival Scar. One day, one of the boys did not return from a hunt. The remaining boy felt no victory over his rival, only the loss of a friend. Unable to find him in the world, he refused to leave his bed, hoping to see him in his dreams. Choose one of the nominated survivors to die, and the other to grieve. Grieving survivor gains the following based on the death principle. Well, it seems like we probably should do our death principle first. Yes, let's. All right. So, interrupting cow. Moo. Principal, principal, death. Principal, death. Principal, death. Principal, death. We have. The group must decide what to do with their first survivor corpse. First 3, of course. And that is the first harvest. Sorry, hard to read that far. Let's see, the first harvest is we get cannibalized. So every time somebody dies, we get 1 resource. And then we have principal graves that... shoot. The story element doesn't actually have what it does. Here we go. This is what they do. Graves, all new survivors gain an understanding. And then we get a whole bunch of endeavors. Cannibalize is we get a survival limit increase on the settlement. And then when somebody dies, actual dies, not ceases or exiled or whatever, disappears, we get a basic resource. So we are a bit resource starved. I think we're probably gonna go cannibalize. But that's a good question. I'm not sure what I want to do with this campaign. I've done both. I don't see really any problem with either one. But yeah, let's go ahead and do cannibalize, I guess. Any objection? Cannibalize it is. All right. So we're doing cannibalize. After adding the card to the settlement, roll a d10. It's a silver. Nominate a survivor. The survivor fanatically tears the corpse open and deeply drinks its blood. They decide that for every new creature they eat, they will become stronger. The survivor gains +1 speed. Permanent speed. Oh boy. Who shall it be? Let's give that to... Where's my character list? Well, we're definitely going to give it to like Lori. Some girl that's always running away, right? Yeah, they always run really fast. Lori is getting +1 speed. Congratulations! Kevin is gone. And that's okay. Now it is my undeathable dying lantern. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. Oh, whatever, I'm gonna say yes. 6 or better. 6 or better. You didn't eat me, you ate Ripley. Alright, we did Principle of Death. We got 3 dead now. Let's see which ones were those. Those were Ripley. MIA. We had Freddy. MIA. Or KIA, right? KIA, not MIA. And Carrie. Good riddance. You did nothing. All right, we're going back to this now. So Kevin is lost. He's gone. Then comes back. Time passed until one day he felt a strange vibration. Then he heard the familiar voice of his lost friend just outside the hovel. He rushed outside only to see the decaying body of his friend swaying awkwardly in the air. Horrified, he heard a dry rasping that could only be a laugh. For a moment, the monster was revealed before it vanished into the dark, whisking the corpse puppet away. The settlement may now hunt Spidicules and Spidicules to the quarry list. As long as he remains alive, the remaining nominated survivor must depart when the spider is hunted. So it's not that we always have to hunt that, it's just if we do, he have to go. Alright, now we're going to pull our settlement event. Haunted. Survivor with the lowest hunt XP, which is basically anybody that's not Elvira, Ash, and Kevin. So we've got Jason, Michael, Lori, Nancy, Larice. So choose in case of a tie. We did lose 2 girls. So maybe a guy is gonna die. Nah. I'm gonna go with Nancy. Nancy. Well, at least Nancy's gonna be chosen. Don't know what happens. Let's see. Nancy is convinced a powerful presence is nearby. Okay, roll a d10. It's the way it's working today. 1. The survivor panics and zealously preaches that they are not alone in the settlement. No one can spend endeavors or innovate the settlement phase. You may avoid this by exiling the ranted nominating survivor into the darkness, killing them. I only have 1 endeavor this year. Is it really worth that 1 endeavor? I don't think so. It says I cannot spend endeavors or innovate. Now, that's what I would have done with that. But I'd rather not do that. Now I do have love juice. I can get a new survivor without spending an endeavor. That's probably a good idea. But I think she's just gonna be a ranting psychotic bitch. And we're just gonna have to deal with it. And like, oh, who's that? Oh, that's what is that? That's Nancy. She's crazy. All right. Yeah, now it's so we can't endeavor. Get out of there. So we might as well do love juice. If you don't know, that's the non-endeavor version of during settlement phase. You may archive this to do the intimacy. Let's do it. And you know, some girl's gonna be all up on Ash for coming back all by himself through the smoke, through the mist and all the eerie, darkness. He walks in all by himself. Girls be like, oh, yep. All right, so you know Elvira and Ash are gonna get it on. All right. There we go. Elvira and Ash. Intimacy. Here we go. Nominate 1 consenting person and another consenting person. And roll on the intimacy table. Now, I am going to pull out my bookmark on this one, just in case. So let's see. First time your settlement gives birth. Do principal, new life. All right. So let us roll. 6. That is, a new survivor is brought kicking and screaming into the world. The child's eyes are free of the ink that stained the founders' faces. The settlement gains +1 population. And we're now doing principal, new life. So let's see. We kept Nancy alive. Let's bring in Norman from the movie Psycho. All right, Norman. Say hello, Norman. All right, new life. The group must decide how to raise their young. We have choices of without mercy and with affection. Without mercy, the toys are taken away from the child and replaced with a cold, stone-faced Shar. Training begins immediately. The settlement gains survival of the fittest. Let me get those cards. So we got those. Survival of the fittest. And then roll a d10. Then we got with affection is the settlement embraces the child with warm arms, nurturing new life as their highest calling. The settlement gains the new life, protect the young. So protect the young is when we do intimacy in the future, we're rolling twice and picking one result. Now, survival of the fittest is when we do intimacy, we roll twice and pick the worst. And we don't get a pick. We have to keep the worst. And that comes with some bonuses. So it's harder to keep our survival count up. But everybody gets +1 strength and evasion. And we get survival limit increase. So typically what I'm rolling is survival of the fittest. I like this one. So survival of the fittest. And that very specifically says all current and newborn survivors. So you get some bonus, and you get some bonus, and you get some bonus. And look under your chair, and you get some bonus. So everybody gets strength and evasion. I like this. That's including you, Elvira and Ash. All right, what next? Making weapons and gear. And honestly, I might just save that for next time. So about 1:30. Again, I could really use your feedback. Could really use your follows. And if anybody was out there that had some other suggestions, let me know. If you're watching this on demand later, shoot me a private message. Let me know what you think. I'm going to try to do this every Friday, same time, same bat channel. But, I'm going to work on all those things that we found today. I overlay the lulls in the action. I know Braw has the little guys that run across the screen and you can do stuff while I'm just yitty yapping. But yeah, let me know what you think. I appreciate you. I'm glad you showed up. And I'm glad I was gonna say it went well, but did it go well? I mean, it went. It went. All right, well, I'll see you guys. It's me, 5XP, signing off. Thanks for coming.